What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to year 6 of the WKU Dynasty on College Football 25. We are nearing the end of June. There is so much awesome shit coming out about College Football 26. Currently in year 6, we're the number 1 ranked team. We are undefeated with our new freshman duo, Tyron Knott and Nick McNeil. You can pause the video and get another look at the standings here as we are finishing up the year 6 regular season in this video. I want to get as much content out as possible with the WKU Dynasty. I have 12 total seasons played. I think that's where I might stop. I might keep this game installed and keep playing it. I don't know. But the channel is definitely going to get this season, year 7, and I'm going to try to get year 8 if possible. But if not, those seasons are just going to get much shorter videos. But we got a rematch this season against Texas. We are on the road this time. I think we came back after being down 28-14 at home last year against this team. They're ranked. We got 2 top 25 games in this video as our defense is starting off with a 1-yard loss. That's James Venice in the backfield. But this squad is led by Nick Bananas here, number 17, his senior season on 3rd and 7. Had a man wide open, but it's overthrown by Bananas. And now getting a look here at Nick McNeil, already 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns through 8 games of his freshman season. You think Monty Rourke can be replaced? I didn't think it was possible, as we're going to start with Amani on the Nacho with a 5-yard gain, but Nick McNeil has shown anything is possible. So this game, we're finishing up the regular season with 2 games in this video. We are playing Texas as Jeremy Skaggs is going to pick up the first down on the drag there. We are also playing against the Kentucky Wildcats in the Battle of Kentucky, the rivalry of Kentucky. Tyron Knott on the play action, going to take off. Our new scrambler quarterback picks up the first down. And yeah, I'm super excited, man. We're on the road playing against number 21, Texas. Their SEC championship hopes are probably cooked, especially if we win this game. They do have 2 losses in the SEC. We're undefeated still. And unless some crazy shit happens, it looks like we are in line to play Georgia, the former national champions, as Nolan Rice is going to take in the first touchdown of the day. Transfer senior on the jet touch pass. But yeah, if we can win out, or at least win most of our games, we are going to be playing against the former national champ Georgia Bulldogs, the team I really wanted to play last season but didn't get to because we lost in the Final Four. But we can test our might and see if we really are up to the task to be the number 1 team, and we're trying to stay as the reigning undefeated champ in the SEC, winning back-to-back seasons. So that is on the line, as well as Nick Bananas in Texas as a 3rd and 9 here at midfield, and he's going down in the backfield with the sack from Mafu Hardman, the senior. And Western is looking good on the road here, up 7-0. Jeremy Skaggs has been a demon all season. That is another first down for Western in this offense as we are starting the second quarter, up 7-0 on the road here. I'm the Nacho off the screen. Knott gets nailed, but it doesn't matter on the Nacho in his senior season. We want to get him a ring to go out on if possible. He picks up the first down on the screen. Now Knott in Texas territory. We are getting better and better at using him and his scrambling abilities. This is the first time we've had a scrambling quarterback in this dynasty, so I am just so freaking excited for College Football 26, guys. I hope you guys have been keeping up with the updates and what's coming to Dynasty as McNeil picks up the first down, continuing his monster freshman season. But everything looks legit. I'm going for a more detailed approach. I know this one was kind of just shit together because I've spent so much time playing the game as Simon Yug gets up to the 2-yard line. But I got so many games and I wasn't doing enough editing and keeping up with it because I was just having so much fun. So I'm going to try and stay on better track with that next season as Knott is getting rushed on the edge here, trying to find his way into the end zone. He is going to be sacked for a loss of 3, bringing up a 3rd and goal from the 5 here. But it looks so much more immersive, it looks so much more realistic, and it looks like there's so much that I can do that I want to do as Knott's going to scramble out, and this time able to scramble in for the touchdown and not take the sack. That's going to add to his rushing total on the season. Western up 14-0 against the Longhorns here, and that is wide open for Morgan Abel up the middle. A 3-yard loss in the backfield for the Texas Longhorn running game, bringing up 2nd and 13 here. Bananas is unable to escape. He's going down again. Sack after sack for this Western defense, shutting down Nick Bananas and the Longhorns. And Jeremy Skaggs, we are just going to keep feeding him on these open drags, continuing to rack up these first downs. I want to end this game early. 46 seconds left in the first half. If we can get another touchdown here, we might start simulating a little bit, as not so much open space. Trying to juke out a defender, not quite able to, but that is a 10-yard gain, and that is going to be our first timeout of the first half. 2 left. 36 seconds left from the shotgun. Knott has time. Skaggs again. The speed, the breakaway speed. He's feeling himself. Going to run out of bounds with 30 seconds left. Can we punch in another touchdown before halftime? I'm pretty sure we receive as well from the shotgun. Knott has plenty of time, trying to take off. Almost gets sacked. How is he outrunning this team? That's a 4-yard gain. A little excited for what? Up to the 11-yard line. Shotgun snap for Knott, and this time he's going to have the open ability. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first half for Tyron Knott. And then the second half, ladies and gentlemen, this game would not be pretty. More of the same dominance would continue. We are trying to punt this Texas team outside the top 25. Nick McNeil, 1-play touchdown, is out of there. No one can keep up with this freshman. And up 35-7. We're going to see if we can get McNeil another one. Can we get this freshman into Heisman talks off the play action? Wide open McNeil, a huge gainer. Double choke! Oh my goodness, another touchdown for number 10, Nick McNeil. And at this point in the game, we would sub in DeMar Ezekiel, and he would cap us off. Our backup scrambling quarterback gets a 1 walk-in touchdown, and this game would be over extremely quickly. We handle business, one of our most dominant performances of the season. It is going to be a final score of 49-24. Western Kentucky protects their number 1 ranking, dominates Texas, ends their SEC championship hopes, probably their playoff hopes as well. Almost 95% completion percentage for the true freshman athlete, Tyron Knott. Absolutely wheeling and dealing. Nick Bananas, no turnovers, didn't have an awful game. They just could not get the offense going until much later. And Tyron Knott, only 1 incompletion on the day with 4 touchdowns. The running game was efficient. Our defense played out of their minds, especially in the first half with the shutout. And that's what you want to see. We're going into year 6. I want to leave off this dynasty with more than 1 ring, and maybe we can do it with how dangerous this new squad is. And as you can see, we got our first Heisman Trophy winner last year in Monty Rourke. Can we go back-to-back here? Nick McNeil and Tyron Knott are both in Heisman contention. And this is going to be the last shown regular season game of year 6. The next 2 after were blowouts. They were not worth showing, but this was a fantastic game. We got number 4, Western Kentucky at home, taking on number 20, Kentucky, in Bowling Green, Kentucky. We are playing in LT Smith Stadium, red versus blue, Wildcats versus Hilltoppers, and a win here would lock up our spot in back-to-back SEC championships, where we would probably see the Georgia friggin' Bulldogs. Tyron Knott, 27-11, almost 3,000 yards to this point in the season. Not bad numbers at all for the freshman QB. I'm just so freaking excited with how much talent is on this squad. But we got a big game here against Kentucky. We got a rivalry that is brewing here. And we're going to start off with I'm the Nachos, quickly met in the backfield. Only a gain of 1. Second down would be an incompletion. 3rd and 9 from the shotgun. Here's Knott. Plenty of time. Going to hit McNeil over the middle, and that's an easy first down up to midfield. See what the offense can get going here. 2nd and 11. Knott from the shotgun. Looking like Stevie Balls is playing to the pass early on. There's Simon who has been getting more and more involved in the passing game recently, in the same class as Nick McNeil. Would love to see them progress together. 2nd and 6. Knott's got time. Hit as he's thrown. It's incomplete, but that's a roughing the passer on the Wildcats defense, and this drive is going to get a fresh set of downs for the Hilltoppers. 2nd and 5 in enemy territory. Sticking true to the pass, head coach Stevie Balls. From the shotgun. That's complete to I'm the Nacho. He's going to stiff arm a fool, get off me, and 3 first downs to start off the game against Kentucky. I'm pretty sure we dominated this team last year. And that's Lee Desiree going nowhere. Tackled for a 4-yard loss, bringing up 2nd and 14. Staying repetitive with the play calls, not trying to hit Skaggs on the sideline. He hangs on. What a grab. That's a 9-yard gain, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 5. Biggest play of this drive so far. The difference between a touchdown and a field goal right now. Not unable to get rid of it. Could not find a target in time. And we're going to settle for a 37-yard field goal here. Here is Jamarcus Bars, number 17, an accuracy place kicker. The power's a little low. I don't know if that's going to make it. It's no good. A chip shot miss from Jamarcus Bars on our first drive. And we're coming up empty here. That's completely user error. That is my bad. A stiff arm here from the running back, and he's going to go for a gain of 2. Here's the first look at our defense against the Kentucky Wildcats offense. Tavita Gayton, your starting quarterback for the Wildcats, hits a slant over the middle, missed tackle from Venice. He's gone! He's out of there, star receiver! Is that Werple Nurple? Who the fuck is that? He's gone! Touchdown for number 7, and Tavita Gayton's first pass is gonna give Kentucky a 7-0 lead, as Western was unable to capitalize on their first drive. Now getting another shot, a great block from I'm the Nacho. Nick McNeil takes off. Gonna get back a big chunk of change that Western was unable to acquire on their first play. That's gonna get them into enemy territory, now matched up with Big Red. 1st and 10 from the 35. Knott has time, almost gets sacked again. That could have been intercepted, but it's gonna fall incomplete. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's not. Audibling at the line, getting the play he wants. From the shotgun, has some time, goes for Skaggs. That was almost jumped. It is dropped. And so far, some struggles here from Knott and this explosive young offense. Still down 7 here. 3rd and 10 from the 25. Knott gonna try and scramble out this time. Does he have the speed to get there? He does. A 3rd down conversion from Tyron Knott. Now we got 2nd and 5 here in the red zone. Sending McNeil on a slant. Play action for Knott. Fake to I'm the Nacho. Knott scrambling out. Trying to make something happen. He's only going to get a gain of 1 there. Nothing happening on the legs. I respect the aggressiveness. He is one of the more athletic quarterbacks in college football. 3rd and 4 from the shotgun. Knott has time. Almost intercepted again. That was a bad look. But on 4th and 4, we're going to keep the offense out there and try to match this 7-0 lead. And Simon Yu brings in the drag. Going to get tackled down at the 1-yard line there. 1st and goal from the 1. I'm the Nacho. Gets another touchdown added to his senior season, and we are just now tied back up with the Kentucky Wildcats. Bars hits the extra point, thank God. Tavita Gayton, his last throw was a touchdown. How does he perform here? 1st and 10 from the 19. Gayton has time. That's another dime over the middle on this tackle. What is happening? Get him down! Oh my goodness, that's a 58-yard gain to end the first quarter. And Kentucky's offense is having their way here. As you can see the SEC standings, we are the only 2 teams with 0 SEC losses. That's Western Kentucky and Georgia. But that could change! That could change here with how Tavita Gayton is dotting up the defense right now. Kentucky with a dominant 14-7 lead right now. And I think our defense is a little intimidated. We don't get dicked on like that often, as Tyron Knott takes a little back shot right there for a 10-yard loss. 2nd and 20 from the shotgun. Going with the same verticals play. I don't know what else to do. Throwing up a prayer. Nolan Rice got the separation but can't bring down the pass. How does that not go complete? 3rd and 20. From the shotgun, from our own 14, gonna throw a prayer to Skaggs. It's double coverage, and on 4th and 20, we're punting it back to Kentucky at midfield. This is not at all how I thought this game would start, and this is not looking good for Western right now. That's gonna be a 7-yard gain on the ground there. And thank God it wasn't a Tavita Gayton pass, because he's just dotting us up right now. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, already in enemy territory. It is just now the 2nd quarter. They're going to stick with the run, and that's going to be tackled for a 1st down. I don't know why I keep covering my mouth. My fault. 1st and 10, 2nd quarter, 7 minutes left. Tavita Gayton having a day. He can scramble if you didn't know that. That's a pitch out. How is that not a hit stick? That was crazy. That's a 7-yard gain for Kentucky. They're still moving the ball pretty effortlessly. I was hoping for 12-0, but right now, Kentucky, they're dominating. They're threatening to give us our first loss so far. 1st and 10, we've seen this WKU team battle back from adversity. We've came back being down multiple times. This is nothing new for us, but we are just getting dominated defensively so far. That's a 1st and goal run there up to the 7-yard line. 5.5 minutes left in the first half. Gayton having a very strong day on the road against the number 4 team in the country. Thank God. That's going to be Trey Bloom in the backfield. Troy Bloom? It's Troy or Trey, I don't know. That's going to be a loss of 3. 2nd and goal. That's going to be a screen to the outside. Containment is there. 3rd and goal from the 5 here. A stop, a forced field goal would be massive. Here comes the snap. Stadium is rocking. Gayton throws a dime to the slant. That is another touchdown reception. We are getting dominated right now, and Kentucky is feeling all the there's fucking McFlurry right there. Matthew McDurry Flurry. And that's going to be a 21-7 lead for the Kentucky Wildcats. Trying to get some points here before halftime. I'm the Nacho's going to start us off with the screen, following his blockers. Great job from the O-lineman there. Needing some points, down 21-7. Kentucky receives to start the next half too. So we got to be on our bullshit, not trying to scramble away. Somehow finds I'm the Nacho for a 6-yard gain. That was beautiful. Almost suffered another sack. But it is a 3rd and 4 shotgun snap here at around midfield. 3 minutes left in the first half. There's Simon Yubb getting active on those routes. That's a broken tackle into enemy territory. Brings us to 1st and 10. Not 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Shotgun snap, pressure on the outside. That's going to be a quick strike to Nolan Rice, who extends, making it 2nd and inches here, which would be converted. 1st and 10. 2-minute warning just happened. Going to hit McNeil on another strike. He's met right away. Still an 8-yard gain regardless in this SEC matchup. Kentucky having their way so far, but we are moving the ball, trying to inch this closer. Even though we already missed a field goal from earlier, not. Scrambling out. Somehow makes a guy miss. Making another guy miss. How did he pick up a 1st down there? That was insane. And you can see from the sacks, he only has 3 rushing yards, but that was nutty. Very incredible athletic display from Tyron Knott, as I'm the Nacho cannot hang on to the pass reception that would have had him down at the goal line. The wheel route. 3rd and goal from the 10. Knott taking his time. Going to hit McNeil, but it's dropped. And we're going to give Jamarcus Bars another chip shot opportunity. I'm going to try and lock in a little more this time. And that one goes in, thank God. 21-10. Kentucky playing aggressive on the road here. Going to try and get some more points before halftime. Here's Tavita Gayton from the shotgun. Has time, trying to rush him, trying to get him to throw that away, which is what happens. Bring it up 2nd and 10 with a less than a minute left. 3rd and 10. 56 seconds left in the first half. Gayton is going to feed the RB. They're going to forfeit the drive. That's what I love to see. We use our first timeout, and we can get this closer. 21-17, if we can go get a touchdown. Even a field goal gets us to a 1-possession game. We have an opportunity to get this closer, and it's a horrible punt. Horrible. I'm letting that go. And we are going to start this drive in Kentucky territory, or right outside of it, I guess, right on the 50. Shotgun snap. Quick strike to McNeil on the drag. Gonna get a solid gain there up into enemy territory, and we are playing the hurry-up game here. 3rd and 1 from the 25. 27 seconds left, 1 timeout left. Not gonna hit Skaggs on a green bean release, who gets tackled out of bounds. 200 yards in the first half. Not a lot to show for it for Tyron Knott. 21 seconds. From the shotgun, scrambling out. Might have a lane to run it in himself. Can he get there? Tackled at the 1. That is Western's last time out here. 2nd and goal. Gonna try and punch this in. I do not want to settle for 3 here if we can help it. Knott feels the pressure. Gonna have to get rid of it there. The smart decision. A sack would have ended the half. But we are gonna try and get one more play off with 5 seconds left. Knott under the center. Takes the snap. A quick strike. There's Jeremy Skaggs, who is having a fantastic sophomore season, adding to his stats, his receptions, his yardage, and another touchdown under his belt. And Western has made this not look as bad as it felt in the first half. This is a team that has came down from a lot of adversity, had a few comebacks this season already. We're only down 21-17, and we finally get a stop against Tavita Gayton and this loaded Kentucky offense that has just had a dynamite first half. But they're going to start with the ball here in the start of the third quarter. Stadium is pulsing, packed out SEC crowd. That's going to be Heggie with another great carry. He had a pretty solid first half. That's a first down run up the gut to start the second half for Kentucky. Trying to get some momentum for this defense. It's not been easy to come by stops in this one. That's Tavita Gayton on the speed option, and they've had a couple of those that have really been effective. That's an 8-yard gain for the Wildcats. 1st and 10 at midfield. Single back formation for Tavita Gayton. Stadium is still rocking as they're going to go with the outside sweep. A broken tackle, another first down, and Kentucky has not shown any signs of slowing up right now. Keeping this drive going for Gayton. 1st and 10 from the 33. In the shotgun, takes the snap. They're going to keep the run game going for Heggie. And what is Morgan Abel doing? That is his hole to clog, and he runs away from the contact. That is a 15-yard gain for Heggie. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Our defense not looking great. Momentum has not been on our side. Finally, we get something to go our way. That's a 3-yard loss as RB2 was unable to escape there. And now we get a 3rd and long opportunity here. Stadium rocking at home. Red versus blue. Kentucky versus Western Kentucky. And that's another first down conversion for Tavita Gayton. Rashad Pine is going to be the recipient on that one. 1st and goal from the 5. Trying to send some pressure here. Stadium still rocking. Haggie's going to make a guy miss. Finally taken down after a gain of 1 here. 2nd and goal from the 4. Shotgun snap incoming. Do we see another speed or a read option? Instead, it's a tight end screen with a walk-in touchdown. And the offense has got to play catch-up right now. I mean, our defense is just not showing any signs of the leak stopping. Shotgun snap. Not going to throw up a prayer. That's Rashard Kenyon, not Nick McNeil, but Kenyon brings it down. Has not seen a lot of PT this season, but that is a huge play to get Western right back into striking distance and get this back to a 1-possession game. Not scrambling out. Pressure is going to have to throw that one away. Not enough time to find an open man there. 3rd and 10. What else to do but throw a screen to I'm the Nacho. He gets caught on a defender. It's incomplete. And just as quickly as that spectacular catch gets us in territory, we are now relying on Jamarcus Bars to hit another chip shot field goal. And this one's far right! Oh my goodness! I feel like every time we lose a game in this dynasty, we have missed kicks. We saw it in the Final Four against Oklahoma last season. A kick pretty much ended our season, or a missed kick at that. And our defense comes right back onto the field. Kentucky can put their foot on our throats with a touchdown this drive. Gayton from the shotgun over the middle. That's going to be well defended. Nice play. And 3rd and 10. We can just take a bailout here, for the love of God, please. Defense needs to step up, down 11 here late in the third quarter. Gayton from the shotgun tried to step out of that one. Unable to scramble out. It's only a gain of 4. And Western's going to dodge a bullet after that missed field goal. Still a missed opportunity, but we get the ball back with enough time to do some damage as Simon Yu, not the fastest receiver in the game, but still shows off the wheels there on the touch pass, getting us back into Western, or Kentucky territory, I should say. Diving catch for McNeil. He's got the Gorilla Glue on his gloves, and that is a great reception to get us to the 21. Third quarter coming to a close from the shotgun. Tyron Knott has time, gonna hit I'm the Nacho, who shrugs off a defender. Spin move! Get off me! The senior adds another highlight to his career collection, making it 1st and goal. Can we get a touchdown to end the third quarter? Jet touch pass. McNeil tries to find the outside edge, taken down at the 3. That is how the third quarter ends. We enter the fourth down 11, but within very close striking range to make this another one-possession game. 2nd and goal from the 3. Knott looks to take off. He's taken down. That is going to be Kentucky's 3rd sack of the day. We have not gotten to Tavita Gayton once, and this is usually a team that is great at sacking the quarterback. 3rd and goal. Knott has time, looking for an open man. There's Nick McNeil! Another diving catch! Another highlight for him! And Tyron Knott, despite 41 passes on the day, is wheeling and dealing. No turnovers. It's just been our defense that has been extraordinarily bad today. 2-point conversion trying to get this to a 3-point game, even though we got Jamarcus fucking Bars out there kicking field goals. Knott's gonna muscle in to make the 2-point conversion good. And we are back to a competitive ball game, but it is once again on our defense. Does Kentucky stay going up 10? That's gonna be a solid run up the gut, a 5-yard gain there for Heggie, bringing up 2nd and 5. Kentucky trying to waste this clock. We got SEC logos. We got Conference USA logos. This team has come so far. I love it so much. 2nd and 5 from the shotgun. He's going to be taken down. 3rd and 1 situation here. Kentucky watching this time tick away. Can we get the ball back here? Gayton in the shotgun. Takes the snap. They're going to give to Heggie. No, play action on the play. And he's unable to get rid of it before getting contacted. And they are going to punt. And now is our opportunity to strike. We have a real chance to take the lead here for the first time all game. Not play action. Has Simon Yo right where he wants him, right on the money. That's another big gainer. Not with 358 yards in the game. He is on fire here at midfield. Not going to take another shot. Simon Yo's got the separation. Is this his breakout game? What a dynamic duo him and McNeil can be. 5 minutes left in the game. Play action. Not trying to scramble out. Can he get this one in? He's gonna scramble in it himself. Western Kentucky has taken the lead here and is up 32-28 with 5 minutes left. And out comes the defense that has been struggling. That's another quick run for Heggie. Why are we giving up so many big gain plays as this game is coming to an end? 3 minutes left. It is crunch time now for the defense. A field goal does not help them. A touchdown is what they need. And that's going to be another solid gain for Heggie. Gayton has been dotting us up. Heggie's been hard to stop. This is a loaded Kentucky squad. I'm curious to know who beat them this year. Number 4 versus number 20, 2nd and 6. It's play action for Gayton. Gayton's got a man wide open. That's another quick completion. They are moving the ball down the field here, and this will probably be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Western trying to hold on to this short-lived lead, up 4 right now. And there's another shotgun snap, and Gayton's going to take off. He's got room, slides down after a 7-yard gain. That is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Kentucky trying to take a late lead here, late in this ball game, going up another touchdown. We would still only be down 3, but we got to keep them out of the end zone if we just want to end the game right now. They're going to run the ball. That's going nowhere. Obviously, Kentucky trying to waste a little more clock, play a little strategically here, but not much clock has ran off as they take the snap here on 3rd and 3. Gayton going to take off. No! He's got a man in the end zone! A throw on the run. Kentucky takes a late lead, and we got a minute and a half to get in field goal range. Starting off with a drag. Nick McNeil follows his blockers. We're already another double juke broken tackle. Who is this kid? 155 yards. Who is this kid? And now, I mean, we got to get closer because Jamarcus Barnes is kind of boo-boo buns, but he can redeem himself. But we want to go for the win as Tyron Knott scrambles and gets us even closer. We're now in comfortable field goal range, but I want to win this game. 30, 40 seconds left. Knott's got a wide open lane. Knott's gonna take it in himself. Is this a magical comeback win for Western? Find out here. 34 seconds for Gayton and this offense. What do they have in their bag of tricks from the shotgun? Gayton has plenty of time over the middle. That could have been intercepted. We'll take the bat down. Exactly 30 seconds and 75 yards to go here for Tavita Gayton. A touchdown is what they need. The stadium is pulsing from the shotgun. Taking a shot deep. No one's there. That's going to be a reception in timeout, Kentucky. They are now within striking distance. 25 seconds left. They still have a timeout. Gayton from the shotgun. You got to be kidding me. If there's one way to take down an undefeated WKU, God, Matthew fucking McFlurry with the game winner. You put a stake in their heart and you score a last-second touchdown with 20 seconds left. Let's see if we can pull off a miracle. Simon Yu's been money today. Tip to the defense, and we would finally take our first loss, not completing the 12-0 season. We've yet to have a perfect season through the playoffs. We did go 12-0 in year 4, but we were unable to win the Natty. We're going to drop this one to Kentucky, our first loss of the season. They played excellent. I can't even be that mad. Tyron Knott had a great game. Only one interception at the very end there. Had a great game running the ball as well. But other than that, I mean, none of our running backs. I'm the Nacho with -1 yards. That's atrocious. Kentucky offensively was just damn near unstoppable. But regardless, that'd be our only loss all year. We're going to go back to the SEC championship and play the reigning defending national champs, the Georgia Bulldogs, who are the number 6 ranked team in the country, coming in at 10-2. And the winner is going to have the right to have a bye in the year 6 college football playoffs. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Thank you for sticking around. The series is coming up to a close. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you on the next video, which is the SEC championship, to see who gets a bye week in the college football playoff. Can we go back to back? Y'all let me know. Peace.